Welcome to Essential Oil Blending Class. This is a workshop where you will find your aroma match. You will know how to pair your oils. You will find what works for you, and most of all, we will have a lot of fun. And I hope while you're all getting here, you will also tell me where do you come from, what are your favorite oil blends that you make yourself, and maybe even help us to get to know you. So you tell us how you are today, a little bit of yourself. And I really hope you're enjoying this January and this 21 challenge, day challenge, which we are preparing for you. So please tell us, what are you? Are you already somebody experienced in oils, or are you just getting to know them and you're a beginner? So firstly, I know that you want to know, what do we need for this special oil blend for us? You will need firstly your favorite citrus essential oil, your favorite flower essential oil, your favorite mint or herbs essential oil, and also your favorite wood or either raisin essential oil. And if you are already somebody that is blending for yourself, you can reach, of course, for some extra. That means that you can look up and find some favorite spice oil that you like. And if you want, you can add some favorite fruits, that means buds and seeds oil. And as the last, you can also use some of your favorite root oil. But as I always like to say, remember, do it with whatever you already have by yourself, with what is available by you. So if you're a beginner and you have only the basic 10 oils and blends from doTERRA, either for family essentials or from home essentials kit, just use those. So you can learn on your existing oils also from the blending side of you. Basics out of these top 10 essential oils and blends, as for example, lemon, firstly as the citrus oil, and then wild orange maybe if you prefer it instead. Then from the basics, lavender essential oil, peppermint essential oil here, and some frankincense essential oil, and maybe you can add also some on guard. You will have everything that you need and can adopt for your needs. So basically, I would just say go and grab your favorite oils which you have at home, and I will follow you through the experience of the top and the middle and the bottom notes. And I want you that by the end of this, you will be able to make your signature emotional blend, or even maybe natural perfume that works only for you. And that will be something that you need for this moment, and that it covers your needs mostly from your current situation. That means from our physical body, from your mind, from your soul, from your heart. So it combines everything that you need. So basically, if we go to the theory, and to make it simple, just use what your nose tells you to use. So if you will have just 2 of those, that will be just fine. I usually say just use some of the bottom notes, which is, for example, frankincense, and one of the other notes, which can be wild orange, and you can already have your own blend. So before we go further on, I wanted to say something about perfume types that we are in a way, and that we love. That means that you just need to figure out what perfume type suits you, but you have to always combine it also with the weather season or your personal needs that you're in or your body is in right now. So firstly, you can talk about sweet perfume types. That means that you can use oils such as rose, magnolia, davana, and lavender. And secondly, you can also use for more fruity perfume types, essential oils as wild orange, tangerine, lemon, grapefruit, lime, green mandarin. That means, of course, oils from the citrus part of the group. If you prefer spicy perfume type, you can use essential oils such as cinnamon, clove, cardamom, pink pepper, black pepper. You can even use On Guard from the basic 10. And if you prefer herbal perfume types, usually they suit more to the men. You can use oils such peppermint, rosemary, even basil and tea tree. And from the blends, I sometimes even combine it with air, zengest, and deep blue. And as last, woody perfume types usually have inside essential oils as frankincense, which we'll also use today, sandalwood, copaiba, eucalyptus, spruce, fir, and cypress, for example. So secondly, here is a very, very quick, simple guide of the 3 categories that a good blend or natural perfume should have. If we talk about this, like general blending guidelines usually tell us that around 50 to 20% should be of the top notes. That means if we are making, as we will today, a 10 milliliter roller bottle, that you use around 6 to 8 drops of these top notes. Then secondly, the second most part of them, it will be 30 to 40% of the middle notes. That means around 12 to 16 drops of essential oils of these middle notes. And as the third, if we will use also the base notes, of course we will, it's 45 to 55%, which is around 20 drops of those base notes, which are the most important. I know you are asking yourself, what do these types or the notes mean, and what is your first notice when you like them? So your firstly instinct when you smell some aroma or perfume is something you smell without thinking. So these top notes fade over time. They don't last long, but yes, it's the thing that first knows senses. And this is something that you recognize the perfume from. So usually these are the citruses. So lemon or wild orange are typically the top notes. Even some subtle flower essential oils can fit here. Usually they are the ones that fade quite quickly. So let's say secondly, which is the second big part, those are the middle notes. Most of the oils fit inside of here. So in terms of relationship, I usually say to my members that they are like friends. You know, something you choose because you like them, their company. Usually those are also the essential oils you use a lot in diffuser because they bring like either warming, comforting, cozy aromas, but they don't last as long as the base notes. So out of these basic 10 essential oils and blends, lavender is a typical middle note. And then at last, and most important, we have a long-lasting and in quantity also prevailing base or bottom notes, which has to be something that is strong, that builds your blend up. And in terms of relationship, this is a deep relationship. You want this aroma to be here for long term around you. And they are usually intense. They are evolving over time because they are really, really complex. And also this is what it will last the longest out of the 3 notes. So usually they are also these oils that need more distillery material. They are more delicate. They have more delicate process to be done. So they are more precious. And for instance, something like from the basic oils, that is something from the base notes, that's frankincense. So if I conclude, of course, some essential oils can fit also in more than one category, and depends also what other essential oils they have beside, loosening them up, or on the other hand, also maybe fixing them even more. And as something that I can tell you as friend to friend, that I always remembered that I can use blend, you know, in these favorite general guidelines. But on the other hand, I can also use, as I said before, only 2 oils to blend something. So it's really important at least to have something which is in the bottom note. So if you take, for example, frankincense and add just some citrus, or on the other hand, middle notes, some floral like lavender essential oil, you will already have a lovely blend. So let's go to practice and let's start blending. So we will mix mostly here, and usually I also do this in the beginners blending class, not more than 1 to 2 essential oils from each category. That means from each note. That's why I choose so simple ones. You can of course use your favorite oils and just write us down in the comments what are you using, what is your favorite combination. So out of the top notes I choose therefore wild orange and lemon. So you can choose in between them, or you can use even both of them as the top notes. So I can offer you more freedom to find perfect simple blend just for your needs and aroma preferences. Then I choose lavender and peppermint for middle notes. If you dislike one of those, you can just leave one out, of course. And finally, I also picked up frankincense, of course, as a base note. So if you're adding more, let's say, base oils, use less of the ones. That is a really good tip that also came around to me and I really keep to it. So use the less of the ones that feel stronger when you smell them. So I know now you are wondering how much of each essential oil do we need to put it in a roller bottle of 10 milliliters. It really decides, it depends if you're deciding or you're either making a perfume roller bottle of 10 ml, or on the other side, you know, you can also make a classical spray perfume, where you will need a perfume base, or sometimes some people use also vodka. And it depends also on how much we are making. So this is always helping us to calculate how many drops do we need. But if we just don't disagree, if we just don't agree with these guidelines, we can just use our nose, and nose will tell us how much. So containers, usually, you also ask me, what do I use? Either for mixing or storing. I usually, because of the high cleaning potency, I usually would recommend to always blend in a glass container. So I invite you, of course, to recycle quality glass containers. You can use simply empty bottles that doTERRA provides. I always recycle all of this, also the roller bottles, even the Aeropalm 30 milliliter bottle. I usually make it as a new face serum. So you can be just free here also and just decide. Today we are making oil-based essential oil blend in a 10 milliliter roller bottle. So at least, let's say 20% of it, that means around 2 milliliters, which is around approximately, depends on the oils, but around 40 drops of essential oils altogether. So if we follow the general guidelines, that means that we have to put in, or we can put in 6 to 8 drops of the top notes, 12 to 16 drops of the middle notes, and 18 to 22 drops of the base notes. So it's completely up to you. Here I'm actually using combination of 2, so you can do a mix of it, or you can just follow one of them. I wanted to give you, freedom to decide if you're a more sweet or fruity perfume type of person. Then you can take, for example, an empty lavender bottle, which is recycling thing, and I sometimes even use the smaller sample vials. So I'm showing you this one here so it can be seen better. Here I've been putting one combination of it. So I mixed 8 drops of wild orange, 7 drops of lavender, and 5 drops of peppermint, and 20 drops of frankincense. And this is like a base for the blend I'm making. Option 2 is more fresh. So in a way you could take like I did, or you can just follow your way. I used an empty lemon bottle. So I'm actually putting inside, you will also see here, 6 drops of lemon, 7 drops of lavender, then I have 7 drops of peppermint and 20 drops of frankincense. So I will leave this to blend really well, and I've already made this in advance. So if you prefer, of course, you can add different ratios, so you can just write us down what you are using, what you're blending. And you can also leave out lavender oil or peppermint as the middle notes. And on the other hand, you can also change the ratios in between them if you're using both of them. And you can also, of course, choose or to add or to drop some ratios of the top and base notes just to find your perfect blend of this simple recipe. And there is a catch, you know. Essential oils, as you know, they are very, very complex. And each essential oil can be made out of 100 or more compounds. So when you will make an essential oil blend, and I know you won't like this very much, but you could, or actually you should, leave it to bond like this one, or let's say marinate for at least a week, so all of the compounds and therefore aroma can blend well together. And I know that of course we won't wait so long, and we will just finish this today's workshop. For example, just to tell you, you know, you can also practice or just make an experiment on this later. Here actually I have a blend that was waiting to blend well for a week. So it makes such a difference, but still, you know, of course, not to ruin your enthusiasm today, you're here, so we're gonna work on something. You can add a carrier oil, of course, on the one, actually in the one you just made right now. And after this workshop, as I said, you can try repeating it and leaving it for a week before adding a carrier oil. So you can also compare the difference and let me know. So I will just put inside this one, which is more sweet and fruity one, into the roller bottle I prepared here. Usually you ask me also about the carrier oils. So I will just put this, my blend that I mixed up before, inside of a roller bottle. And usually I always choose fractionated, well, most of the time I use fractionated coconut oil, because for me it's not greasy and it doesn't leave spots, and does not, which is really important for me, does not deliver any other smells or aromas. So it keeps the blend, which is like, wow, astonishing. And even though it's so simple, but it leaves this blend, if I put it and I top it with fractionated coconut oil, really untouched aroma-wise. But if you want more musky or almondly or warm aroma, of course you can also add some almond oil or any other you prefer. So your jojoba, sunflower oil, and adding anything else that actually your nose or either skin prefers more. So for a long-lasting blend, this is a really good tip I received, that in a very, very small amount, vitamin E actually fixates, you know, this blend even more. So let's go into mixing. So I will put inside the carrier oil. You can also use the oil pump, which I forgot to carry to this spot today. So I'll just fill it up like this. And actually now we have like fractionated coconut oil till the top. And I have to tell you even something more that maybe you won't like also. But when we are working on a blend, I will just pick up this and I will put it to the top so we'll see better. We have to blend it really well also like this. So if we left like essential oil blend without, the carrier oil for a week. If we want like the best perfume aroma, not just, something we want to have as an effect of this blend, to have all of these lovely compounds helping us on all levels of our body and soul and mind and heart. But if we wanted to blend really well, we should leave it afterwards, adding the carrier oil even for a month. So you can really try this lovely experiment. I just made it right now. So you can experience a lot of lovely aroma you picked up for yourself. I will be, like I already did, I invite you to write down for us, what did you choose? What did you pick up for yourself? What did you blend it? And also you can also write further, how does it make you feel or how does it smell? So we all exchange a lot of ideas on what we can make, and also how to use your favorite DIY blends that we are making. Also maybe some new example or way of yours that you love. So for example, I wanted to show you today also my new moon DIY blend that I really love. I blended it this year. I'm crazy about it. So it's having inside lime, patchouli, frankincense, ginger and sandalwood, 4:1 for lime. So that means here I have 20 drops of lime, 10 of ginger, sandalwood, frankincense and patchouli each. And I just put it into I recycled a 15 milliliter bottle because I want to have it in a different, I want to use it in a different ways for aroma jewelry. On the other hand, I can also use it for a passive diffuser. And on the other hand, I can also just, heighten the ratio of the drops. So I have my own diffuser blend. And I can also make some other things I love to do. Also, I prepared for you. I love to make serums, either for face or for aromatic dressing. And I also use in this way a lot of times the carrier oils that are something else. And I really love these two products from Yellow Palm Body Serum and Beautiful Body Mist. So I hope you got a lot of ideas. Of course, you can also put inside this non-scented lotion your favorite blend. So there are a lot of ways how you can use it. Also in a nose inhaler, which I have somewhere around here. You can just take them around. So I hope you enjoyed. I'm wishing you really fantastic time with blending, and please one more time, drop your favorite DIY blend in the comments and what it brings to you in aromas, so we can exchange our recipes and learn so much from each other. You can also come to me, feel free to ask me anything, also on my Instagram profile. I will be more than happy to have a chat with you. And I also look forward to check your comments below. So have a lovely afternoon and evening, and I hope to see you soon. And I'm happy to see all the other colleagues which are representing really lovely themes this month. Have a lovely day and afternoon and evening. Bye.